Hi, and welcome to Romantic Bridal. I wanted to do a series of videos to help you with buying your wedding dresses online or in person. We see a lot of brides that are buying a second wedding dress because the first one didn't work out, didn't fit, or looked terrible. So let's see if we can save you money and help you buy a dress that fits better. First, and this video will be about fit and measuring. So, first of all, this is your best friend, the measuring tape. It's all about getting the measurements right and matching it with the dress that's online. And this is not your best friend because the size tag doesn't really mean that it's going to fit you. You don't know if it's been altered, and sizes are very different in the wedding world than in street dresses. Also, we want to save you money on alterations. You need to put some money aside because almost every wedding dress needs a little alterations, but let's see if we can save you a little bit by planning ahead. So, let's start with why we need for it to fit so well, and one of the reasons is wedding dresses do not stretch. Most of them are made of satin, and today's styles fit really snug, so you really need that perfect fit. You don't know if it's been altered, and a lot of times if you're buying from eBay or some other online seller, she doesn't know if it's been altered because they did such a good job. So that 12 may not really be a 12. So, let's start with, everybody knows the basics. In my studio, waist is the most important to me. One of the reasons is you need to get that zipper up. So we do bust and waist to make sure we can get that tight fit and get everything zipped up or laced up, as the case may be. If you find that when you do all your measurements and you fall in between, go larger. It's a lot easier to take in than it is to let out. Bust, not bra size, fullest part. Now, another measurement you might see when you're buying a wedding dress is length. That is important because you don't want to be tripping over your wedding dress. So, some sellers will measure the actual dress, starting at the top of the dress, straight down to the hem. Most dresses are made for somebody fairly tall, like 5'9". So if you're petite, be sure to plan on that hem. Go all the way down, and remember that a lot of times the hem is away from your feet. So add a few inches for coming away from your feet. In my shop, I also like to measure the side seam. Also measuring the actual dress and going down the side. Since you never quite know where this is going to be, but you can kind of guess a little better. So go all the way down, snug against the body, and then out. Some people use something called hollow to hem, which is actually measuring the person's body and not the dress. So watch for that. Everybody's size chart is a little bit different. David's Bridal is not the same as Alfred Angelo, which is not the same in Europe or Hong Kong. So measure, measure, measure. A 12 is not a 12 is not a 12, but 40 inches is 40 inches. So let's talk about alterations. You put a little money aside in your budget for alterations. What can you alter and what can't you alter? It's a lot easier, like I said, to take in than let out, because letting out always kind of leaves little signs on the seam, even the best seamstress. When you're getting a hem, let's say you're petite and you're only 5 feet. Let's take a look at a hem. When you're picking your dress, you could see there's a few inches before you start really cutting into the design. So you want to make sure that you're not going to be hemming so much that you're hacking into the design. And it's cheaper to cut here, a few inches here, than to have to alter the whole design. The same thing with taking in. Make sure you're not damaging some decoration that you don't want to ruin. as an example, I'm using this little dress, and let's say the hem on your wedding dress has this wonderful decoration. Now you can't plan to be hemming, or you're going to ruin that, or you have to ditch it altogether. In some cases, she can take it in up here, but that's going to cost you more. So save money by paying attention to what's going to have to go on down here. One more thing that you can do to help avoid alterations is save getting your shoes till later, because let's say you're just off an inch or two, you can either go with a higher heel or a ballet flat to help with an inch or two. And if it's still just a little bit too long, adding a petticoat also puffs it out and puffs it away from your feet a little bit, and that can shorten it too. So if you're planning on wearing a petticoat, be sure to try it on with that. That adds another inch. And undergarments can also help pinch you in and here and there to help you with fit before you start getting the scissors out and altering the garment. So I just want to recap so you can save money and avoid too many alteration fees and any mistakes. Measure like crazy, watch your measurements, and if needed, go up a size if you're in between sizes. Ignore the size label, because you don't know if that has already been altered and sizes are not the same as street sizes. But oh, you're saying, I've never been a size 20, I can't possibly order a size 20, now I'm sad. This is how we solve it in my studio, and now you're not sad. If you have any questions, contact me through eBay. My eBay ID is Romantic Bridal Studio, and you can contact seller that way. I offer a free gift with purchase if you have watched one of my videos and you mention it to me through contact seller. And if I can answer any questions, just ask. And I hope you have a wonderful wedding, and thank you for watching.